Well, hello my friends, and welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be testing Titan's Hobby Primer. This is the brand Titan's Hobby, an Italian company, distributed by a Spanish company, Ammo. They previously were unavailable in America for a long time. In fact, even the site said not available outside of the UK. And but when Spray Gunner picked up the distributorship for Ammo, they brought them in, so you can now get them. So I bought a few, only like 3 or 4, a while ago. And only recently I realized all the colors were now in, and I wanted to try them because I was impressed by the black, which is what we have here. So yeah, I went ahead and ordered them. This, I think, is all. If the couple might have been out of stock, I grabbed every one that I could. These are $15 a piece. Very worthwhile. Let me see. I'll get back here. Here's Tamiya. That's just over $10 or $10.99. I forgot where I got it. All right, that's half the size. The Aqueous and the Mr. Surfacer, those are about $10, $12 at my local hobby shop. And if you buy them online, you got to get them shipped, which adds to the single cost. But these are an incredible value at $15 a can. They used to sell every one in one shot for like 200 something bucks. That's what I wanted, but they were out because they're probably out of a couple of colors at this point. Now they do come in 3-packs, and they have like purple, I think blue and yellow, like the bright colors. That's $35. I mean, that's closer to the $12, right? 11 change if you go that route. So yeah, I'll put a link below for these. And yeah, if you find some you like, grab the 3-packs because you're really going to save. This is going to take you a long way. These are really good primers. What we're going to do here is we're going to do over a couple of surfaces and a couple of colors just to show you how they look once they're sprayed on. And believe it or not, you can use these as regular paint. If you're looking for a flat paint anyway, you're going to be kind of blown away by the quality that you see here. Now, before I go any further, I want you guys to know, stick with me to the end of the video for some exciting information on the Barbatos-Rex airbrush. Its release is imminent, so I want to give you a few more details on that and a couple of surprise announcements going with that. So stick with us to the end. Please also like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll mention it early. I'll mention it at the end. We're trying to reach 100,000 subs so we can go ahead with that awesome, massive giveaway where I'm going to give away a complete kit. We're talking spray booth, a waterfall spray booth, a compressor, one of my airbrushes, a paint set, some tools. I'll give away some nippers, a knife, a model, everything. It's going to be paints. It's going to be a mega super package. It might have to take up 2 giant boxes, but that's what we're aiming for the 100,000 subscribers. Now, I want to show you something before I go ahead and move on with the test. I'm not sponsored by this company. I found these only about 5 days ago. I guess it's pronounced gray matter. And these are glasses. Now let me take these off. I use reading glasses here at the bench all the time. And if I got to read a magazine or my computer, I need these. Other than that, when I watch a movie and whatnot, my big screen TV, I don't need them. So these are for close-up. And I use them in different strengths. Now you're going to see here, I'm only telling you this because of the price. See, 1.5, a 2, and a 3. Here, I've shown you a few times. I keep my glasses here, 1, 2, and 3, so I know if I'm doing panel lining and stuff, I need details, I'll pull these out. If I'm just reading the instructions of working with you guys, I use the ones, and so that's what I use them for. So what I like about these, you can see in the picture, they're blue. They got the blue blockers. They're really good on the eyes for long periods of time, and to get the blue blocking and to be reading glasses was really phenomenal. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, these are $30 a piece. If you have a Staples near you, this is where I got them, at my local Staples, the office supply store, 80% off. These were $6 a piece, and they are really, really good. They're built well. I was using dollar store ones, but look, comes with a carry case. So these are the 2s, there's the 3s. Anyway, just quickly, I want to let you guys know, if you have a Staples near you, head to it's in the back of the store, and look for these gray matter glasses. They're in their own display. Should have an 80% off sign on it. They bring up at $6 a piece. So I like passing deals on to you guys, And because I use these a lot, I imagine I'm not the only one. Here we go. That does that. Ah, I can see again. So there you go. Anyway, let me get these old primers out of the way. And we'll move on to these. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to spray them over black. Oop, hit the camera. Here's some black plastic to see how it covers black. We're going to go over a white. And we're going to go over these. See these stones to see how it fills in crevices? Here's what I did for that. I poured resin into these railroad stone molds. You can see them here. I'll push them out. See that? And I poured the resin in. You pop them out. They're ready in 20 minutes. That's how fast it hardens up. So we'll see how they fill in these little crevices of these rocks. And I went with a little deeper with this mold. And I dyed this one. And this one I left white. So we could see how white covers. Dark. That's what I want to test to see how good the coverage is on these. Let me go see a couple of rocks are dark here. Hold on. Here's a gray one here. This isn't primered yet. This is the dye that I put in it. See it? So we'll see how they cover. Now we're going to also spray a Gunpla piece. See how it covers that. And yeah, that's it. That's what we're going to see how they go. Now I'm going to spray about maybe, we'll do 4 on camera, I think. We'll do 4 on camera. And the rest I'll show you off camera. I'm going to show you every color, but we're going to go over the colors right now. Black. Magic purple. What is this one? Panzerguru? Panzergrau matte primer. That's a dark gray, beautiful color. All right, white. I'm going to lose room here. White is what we're going to do on camera, so let's put the white aside. All right, let's keep going. Gunmetal. That's what I want to look at on camera. We'll do that too. Red. We'll do red on camera too. We need a bright color. Yellow. Imperial yellow. And we'll do that too. How about that? We'll do those 4 on camera. What was the red called? Royal red. All right. All right, let's keep going. Bare metal primer. Light gray. Flesh tone. Military. Oops. Military green. Is that olive drab, I guess? Bone white. Rust base. Space blue. That's a beautiful blue. Where are we here? Emerald green. Good looking green too. And last, Dunkelgelb matte primer. This is a German. This is for German models, tank models. I believe my friend uses that color. So there you go. So I'm going to show you guys how to open these up. They're a little tricky. The cap is what I mean. I'm laying these out here. Look at all these. Awesome. All right, here's what I did to open these up. What you want to do is they have a side on them. I opened all of them up, unfortunately, but I wanted to show you what happens. It's right here, and you got to take a snipper and cut both and peel that part right off. This is kind of where the lock is. And then at that point, you can just squeeze it and take it right off. Now, I don't understand what this part is. It's got this separate ring that comes off. If you guys know what this is used for, let me know. But for now, I have not a clue. You want to shake them up really well. Right? Cap back on here. Well, we don't need the cap. We're going to spray it. What am I doing? Sounds like there's two marbles in there. And shake about 30 seconds, and we'll go to town. They have a really nice cap. They got that wide, flat, white cap that I like to use in these spray cans. But, yeah, that's it. We're going to head over to the booth, which is this away. And we're going to spray some of these. And we're going to have them all dry. And we come back. Maybe we'll put some paint over one of them to see how it takes paint. I know how it does, but maybe we'll do that on camera, too. I thought of it the last minute. Maybe we'll spray some lacquer on top of them. They're claimed to be an acrylic. Right here. Let me see. There it is. It is an acrylic paint for plastic, resin, and metal. Strong gripping power. And it says you can put anything on top. Right in here. It says acrylics, lacquers, and enamels on top. So that's it. It's an all-use primer. And it's a good one. You guys will see in a minute. Let's head over to the booth. I'll pick one of these. We're going to do these 4. And let's get to work. All right, my friends, here we are at the booth, and we're going to start with red, and don't lose the cap, because I can't see where it says red on the can at all. So you don't want to mix up the cap. Obviously you can see what you sprayed out of here. But yeah, that's a flaw. I just can't see the color printed on the can at all. So I thought it was on the bottom, but it's not. Anyway, don't lose the cap. Here we go. We'll start over white. Now you want to stay back about 6 inches. And believe it or not, you really want to push the nozzle all the way down, you know. So we'll stop right there. We'll start with this little gumpler piece. Trying to make sure you guys can see what's going on here. I won't do the back, I'll just get the surface. We'll let that sit. Hold on, I got a magnet here just for those. Alright, now we're going to go over black. Here we go. Let's see, pick a side that doesn't have any dust on it. Let that sit a second. Look how good it covers. You can tell already the coverage is awesome. Alright, we'll do a little stone. And with this one, we're going to try a little handle on this one. This really complex set of stones here. It's good for shading. But we're going to go both sides. We're not going to fill in all the crevices here. See if it can fill all the crevices in. All right, let that sit a second. You can see the coverage is fantastic. So let's go back to the first spoon. White. All right. I found 2 coats are good. Make it nice and shiny, like you want to get the final coat, like you're airbrushing. These all dry very flat. Let's go back to the black. Back to the first stone. This doesn't really need much more, but we're going to get everything with 2 coats here. Here we go. And again, with this rock crevice, we'll go this way. That's why I put the glove on. I know it's going to be aiming towards my hand here quite a bit. Here we go. All right. We'll let this dry. I'm going to put it in dehydrator. It dries really fast. It says here 15 minutes to the touch, 45 minutes completely dry. You can paint on top of it at that point. So within an hour. In the dehydrator, 5 minutes. It's done. It's fully cured. So that's why I use the dehydrator so often. I love the thing, and I use it quite a bit just for that purpose. But anyway, let me go put these in. I'll grab another color, and we'll move on. All right, next up, let's dive right into white. And, well, we're not going to put on a white spoon, so let's see. This is all about coverage as far as the white goes. So let's see how well this covers over a dark color. Wow, really good so far. That's the first coat. Look at that. All right, now we get the rock. Let that sit. Not bad already. And this real big test, how it covers these crevices on this gray stone here. Wow, kind of impressed already, guys. Let's go back to the first one. Yeah, this covers really good. Now, if this dries nice and even, this could be just your regular go-to flat white if you need to do a lot of, you know, flat white over a big surface. There's the rock and this stone wall. At this point, it's tough to see what I'm covering. You can see the little pinholes and the little craters that are in the resin pour that you didn't see until you put a color on it. But yeah, there you go. Man, well, we'll let this dry before we really go through the test, but right now it looks awesome. All right, let me get these in the dehydrator. Let me grab another color. All right, next up is yellow, imperial yellow. We are shaking it off the can. Wow, that covers. Wow, that that covers quickly. Let's try it over the black. Just get the dust off it here. Yeah, I wouldn't flood this, but just so it looks a little patchy is a good start. Let it dry a little bit. All right, let's go over one of these rocks. And for the hell of it, because I got an extra one here, let's see how it goes over one of these darker colored rocks. All right, let that sit. Let's go back to the beginning. As I said with the others, get it fully covered as if you're painting like a car kit with a gloss finish. Look at that. It really does go on well. Let me put this aside here. Sorry for the voice drifting. This looks like it started to dry already. Look, it's flat. So it does seem to dry really quick. So there we go. We'll let that lay out. It looks like it dries. It covers black pretty good. Put that aside. Back to the white one. There we go. Put that aside. Over this gray rock. Kind of impressed. The coverage of some of these brighter colors. All right, we'll let that sit. All right. All right, let me grab the gunmetal and then we'll wrap this up. All right, guys, next up is the gunmetal. Now, I want to mention something. You can hear the marbles in here, the bearings. They're much easier moving around. So it tells me that these are thinner, probably because they're metallics to push through. So I'm guessing, yeah. So you want to tread lightly as when you start to spray and go build up your layers. We'll do that now because I could tell that this is thinner just by shaking it and hearing the shaker balls inside. Much easier. So let's see what we got here. Nice gunmetal color. All right, let's try it over black. Make sure there's no dust on this. Nope. Wow, it covers really quickly. Jeez. All right, a white stone, and we'll try it over a gray stone. I'll let that sip. Like I said, trying to get in the crevices. Like I said, it's much thinner. I can actually tell going on it's thinner. This is over the gray rock, so it'll really bring out its gunmetal look. Look at that. All right, let's go back to the first one. There we go. Let that dry onto this black. It seems to cover the black quite well. And back to this white stone. Into this darker gray stone. All right, we'll see how that looks. Maybe I could put a candy color on top of this, see what that looks like. Maybe I'll do that in the test after this. All right, yeah, let me bring this over to the dehydrator. We're going to go over all the colors, and we'll airbrush a color or two on top of them to see how they perform as far as painting on top of them goes. I'll see you back at the bench before we come back to the booth. All right, my friends, here we are at the bench. The results are awesome. This is an incredible spray paint, primer, whatever it is. It is very impressive. We'll just go across the board and we'll do two reveals here. This is all I could fit in the bench. Here is the purple. Just absolutely beautiful. This is over black. A black spoon. I don't know. I started doing black spoons in this. I realized it's the same thing. We just want to see how it would cover black, and it covers beautifully. This is over white. A beautiful smooth primer. And here it is over the little rocks that I casted. Look at that. Here it is. It was white originally, obviously. And it is just perfect. This is bone white. Again, over black. I don't know why I did both, but is white. Here it is over the black plastic. It covers impeccably. Look at this, guys. Oh, I should say. I get a complaint for saying guys. I gotta say folks or peeps. Look at this. And look at that. I mean, it's great just as a spray paint. Here's the blue. Beautiful blue. What is space blue? Here it is over white. Look at it. It's just even. Here it is over black, covered beautifully. And over again, the stone. I mean, you could spray a kit this color. There's one of my followers or subscribers wrote to me when I put up the preview. He says he uses them as his regular paints. He paints the frames. I agree with him wholeheartedly. All right, here it is. What green is this? Emerald green. All right, over white. over black. I don't know why I showed the black spoon and the black piece, but let's go ahead and do that. Of course, it all covers beautifully. Here it is over the stone. And here it is on a Gunpla piece, a piece from a Gundam kit. I just snapped it off. It was white. I just went ahead and wanted to see how it went on, and laid out beautifully. Hold on. There we go. Oh, don't hit the camera there, buddy. Look at that. Looks like it was molded in that color. All right, let's keep going. What do we have here? The Dunkelgelb matte primer. This is like a beige sand color. Here it is over white. Over black. Again, I did a spoon and the black plastic. I'm not sure. A little overkill, and I realized I didn't have to do both, but you can see how well it covers black. And here it is over a stone cast. Wow, it is awesome. Really, really quite blown away by this primer, guys. All right, next up is bare metal. All right, this one we did, I did over black. Here's white, kind of a, I guess a silver. Here it is over black. It covered really good. I wonder if this will be, maybe I'll try a candy color on this. We'll try something like that. See how it takes. And look at how good. I want to see how a metallic would cover this stone. And covers it quite well. Look at this. This was white. All right, next up, what do we have here? Rust base. All right, over white. Let's grab this, over black. Look at it, it's just so smooth. It dries perfect every time. These are all one-time first sprays. I didn't have to toss anything. I didn't get any bubbles or anything in any of these. Just a fantastic experience using these. This is an awesome dark gray. This is the Panzergrau, and this is a terrific. I imagine this is what I would use for a frame. Also, here it is over white. Look at that. Is that a beautiful deep gray? Here it is over black. I mean, I had the black spoon. I don't know why I did both. Here it is on the black plastic strip. You can see the transition right there, I guess you can see. And here it is over the stone. Looks like an actual stone. Awesome deep gray color. All right, guys, let me clear off the bench. We'll go over the rest, and then we'll test spray some colors on top, and then we'll wrap this up. All right, here is the rest. The white is on the end. So let's go ahead and start with the white. That is it, covering the black. A simple 2 coats, and it covered really well. This is over the gray stone. And this is over that complex piece I casted. You can see all the little bubbles I had in there. You couldn't see that until I sprayed this on it. But boy, you know what? It is a nice, even, well-covered white primer. I mean, you can tell right here how well it's going to cover the black. Very, very impressed. That's the standard to go by, how good the white covers. This is excellent. Well, let's go back across this way. What do we have here? Military green. Here it is over white. Over black. You can tell it's really opaque because the color really doesn't change, which is what you want in a primer. You want the primer to be the color it's going to be when it lands on what you're priming. And this is it over the white. Well, white. This is a stone, I mean. A little stone I casted. Really nice. Look at that. All right. Here's black. A beautiful, nice, even, flat black. Look at that. And here it is over a stone. Here's our standard gray, light gray. This is one I guess every one of you guys, I said guys again, every one of you out there would buy one. It would be a gray is a good one to have. Here it is over black, covered it beautifully again. Here it is over the stone. All right. What do we have here? Flesh tone. Let me bring this forward. Another one I did on the spoon twice. I didn't have to. Over white. Black. The black spoon. So I guess we didn't have to do both, but here we go. You can see how, I like to show how even and smooth it is, you know. Pretty flexible too. And here it is over the stone. What we have here, gunmetal. All right, over white, look at that. It looks rough, but it actually isn't. Over black. Oops, hit the camera, don't hit the camera. Really nice over here. Maybe we should put a clear on this. Maybe we'll try a candy over this. We'll see how that looks. And here it is over a white casted stone and a dark gray casted stone. As I said, it doesn't change its color. Even though I thought this was on the thin side, you could tell when you shake it, you can hear the marbles in there a little easier, which means it's kind of thinner. But boy, you know what? It went on nice. Yeah, maybe I'll try, we'll put candy on top of that. Maybe that's what we'll do. All right. Red, here's what we did on camera. Is it called anything? Royal red. All right. Just shocked as to how well this primer is. I mean, every hobbyist should know about this brand of primer. It's just incredible. I did the Gunpla piece with this. Yep, there we go. Nice and even. Look at that. And we wanted to see how this did on the brick wall, stone wall. Absolutely beautifully. I guess if I came straight down with what, a zenithal primer. A little hard to do with a spray can, but not bad. And we'll wrap this up with yellow. An intense bright yellow. Here it is over black. Yellow would be the most difficult. Here it is over white. In the crevices, obviously, we are fine. It looks like I should have did another coating on the gray. And even then, it's pretty good. But I think if I hit it like right now, you'd get the full coverage like you would on the black here. But absolutely beautiful. Phenomenal, phenomenal. Very impressed by this product. But let's go ahead. And I think we're going to airbrush over some of these. Now what we're going to do is we're going to match the color. Now you can change the tones. You can do that. But my buddy and, of course, one of my subscribers mentioned they go color for color. So this is the gray primer. And we'll spray over it. Look at this. It's almost the same color. We'll spray some number 6, Mr. Color number 6, green. And we'll see how it takes to that. And I think we're going to get a candy color. We'll put a candy color on maybe the gunmetal or the silver. Let's see what that looks like. So let's head back to the booth. Let's do a little airbrushing. Then we will wrap this up. All right, back at the booth. We're going to try some clear red from Tamiya. We're going to spray it over these, the silver and the gunmetal. Let's see how it will take different paints. All right. Not quite the candy look yet, but we will get there in a second. I always like these Tamiya basic clears. They get the job done. They spray easy. Now we're not going to get the candy look until we hit it with that final wet coat. All right, we're getting there. Go back to the other one. All right. I think we're going to go in for our heavy coat here. Getting closer, move it slower. Beautiful, beautiful. Almost orange. Now this one's going to be much darker because of the gunmetal base. I like this red over gold too. I wish I had a gold primer. Now that I think about it. All right. All right, let's clean out this gun. My gallery. Didn't want to show mine yet until she's ready to ship, which will be very soon. And we'll go over that at the end of the video in just a minute. All right, let this dry, clean this out. We'll spray green on the green. Then we'll wrap this up. All right, last of the paint test. Green primer. Number 6 green going on top from Mr. Color. Here we go. That's it. It covered really quick. Beautiful. It is even too. Look at that, guys. Oh, I said guys again. I gotta stop the guys. Look at that, my friends. Anyway, let's let that dry. Wow, that came out great. And yeah, we'll wrap this up. And I'll give you some information on my Barbatos-Rex airbrush as we close out the video. Meet you back at the bench. All right, the final results to see how a paint goes on top of the primer. So I chose bare metal, gun metal, and this green. For the bare metal and the gun metal, I put clear red over it. And yeah, it took it well. It's beautiful. Look at this, guys. And it is, I said guys again, look at how smooth. It's just awesome. And this is the same red over the gunmetal. So here you go, here's the two. Beautiful. Wow, that is nice. And here is the green on top of the green. It's a semi-gloss. It's not a super shine, but I believe this always ends up semi-gloss, which is actually pretty good when you're panel lining and working on top of a smooth color. It's very good. And from here you can gloss it or put a dull coat, which I put on top of all my paints anyway. I don't know if it's fair to try a masking tape test, but because this just came out of the dehydrator, it's not fully cured probably. Yep, see, it came off. You got to make sure it's fully cured. This is actually still warm to the touch. But yeah, don't let this cool off. That's why I didn't want to test it with the... So don't go by that test. It's not cooled off. Anyway, don't do that when it's warm. But you can see how beautiful it took to the paint. And particularly these candy colors are awesome. So, a fantastic primer. Highly recommended. Quite blown away by these, and a great value too in their size. And I'll put a link below where to get them. I'm moving everything out of the way here so I can make room for a little bit of talk on my airbrush, and then we can wrap this up. All right, here's how it's going to compact when you receive them. We are tentatively have a November 20th release date. It's got a magnet built into the box here. I've shown all this earlier. I just wanted to mention a couple things. After showing it off quickly and briefly, many asked for a fan cap, which this one doesn't have, and your voices have been heard. An air cap is on its way. I think we're going to do both packing in and selling it separately as an accessory. So that is being worked on right now, and it looks to be done soon, by the end of the year also. So very excited. Thank you guys for bringing that up. That is number one. That is going to be an addition to this airbrush. I just love this thing. And number two, you ready for this one? I don't think you are. I'm going to have the airbrush stands made. I've gotten so many requests as to where I get my airbrush stands, and they're always sold out. I've been doing this for 4 years now on here, on the channel, and I think I've seen them come up once. The first time I bought them, and then once on a restock. So everybody asks, where do you get these airbrush stands? Because I love them. It's how I store my airbrushes, to tell you the truth. I reach back. They're all, look, all within my arm's reach. I mean, it's just how I store them. And I heard you guys, I was going to produce these a while ago when I was having a hard time getting them. My brother owns a tool shop. My brother's a machinist. He owns a machine shop. And so, I don't want to show this because mine's going to be different. I'm going to try and get the blue color on here, the purple blue. That's what we're aiming for. But also in production, hopefully by the end of the year, it looks good. We're going to have these airbrush stands in production. Enough for everyone to go around. Very excited. Almost as excited as the airbrush is these stands are going to be produced. So that's where we stand. We're aiming for a November 20th release date. We're going to be shipping these directly from Gallery, the manufacturer. The shipping will be free. We're going to have a discount code when they come out. We're talking low 100s. A phenomenal price for the quality of this brush. You guys are going to be blown away. Probably the only brush you'll need with the multiple cups and the airbrush needle sizes down to a 2.8 all the way up to a 0.7. So we'll go into details. Like I said, I don't want to use it on camera yet. It's awesome, by the way, but I don't want to show it off and you guys end up looking for weeks for it to come. When I know that they're in the warehouse and ready to ship, that's when we're going to go ahead and break this down and show it to you in detail how it works and how great it is. And that's what we're going to do. Anyway, that is the stories I wanted to let you know about the airbrush stand and the addition of a fan cap coming to my airbrush. And I don't know if I showed you this the last time, but they etched my name into the airbrush. I think I showed Barbatos-Rex. So there we go. Very excited, guys. I am very excited. And as I said, please like the video, subscribe, very important. Subscribing if you haven't already. We got to get those numbers up so I can get this huge giveaway. I'll also throw this into the bundle on that huge giveaway I'm going to give out when we reach our special 100,000 subscribers. Anyway, thank you so much out there, everybody in Barbatos land. I want you guys to all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Let me show you how rotten it is where I live here in New England. It's 51 degrees outside. Is this on? Turn this up there. 51 and 92% humidity. It is raining terribly out here. It's 71 in the house, 65 degrees humidity in the house. That's why everything sprayed so beautifully. So that's where we are. And yeah, there you go. We will see you in the next video. Go out and grab these primers. They are just awesome. And I'll put a link below for that too. Join my Patreon. I'll put the link below. I'll answer all your questions on video form, or we can chat directly. That's what it's used for. It's only $4 a month. All of it goes to supporting the channel. And that's how I was able to buy these primers. I buy everything myself on the channel. So that's why it's a labor of love, we'll call it. Anyway, guys, God bless you all. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We'll see you in the next video.